Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Mike, and this is the Virtual Y, where we're going to practice 45 minutes of yoga, and we try to do all the things. I want you to leave this practice feeling like your battery has been filled, and you leave with enough energy to do all the things you need and want to do. Not being spent, not being exhausted, okay? Have props handy, and we are going to begin class today standing, which is a little odd, but not outside the rules. Put your feet under the hinges of your hips. Sometimes we say hip distance, but that's what we mean under the hinges there. So, maybe have a feel. Press down equally through every part of the foot. And there's this sensation at the sole of the foot that's like a suction cup. It's active and kind of drawing up, okay? And just rest with the arms just a little bit alert, pressing down to lift up through the whole spine. I want to do all the same things that we would do if we were seated, becoming mindful of the body position and of your breathing. So once you're softly alert, take your breath into a nice rhythm again. Inhale. Maybe soften your eye gaze. Exhale smoothly and even it out. It's called one-to-one breathing, Samavrti. And in time, this should be our friend, our accompaniment through the whole practice. Good. Now place your hands at your belly. I want to increase this. Take a third of the breath in at the belly, inflate, and pause. Then take another third in at the chest and pause. And then fill the rest completely, pause, and then a long, long, long exhale. This is called Dirga breath. Take a third in at the belly, pause, third in at the chest, fill the rest of the way fully, and long. Do that one more time and see if you can kind of figure it out a little bit more precisely for yourself. Third, okay? It increases our energy, also relaxes on that nice exhale. Beautiful. Take and clasp your hands together. We do this Tadaka Mudra flow. So come on, reach up. It's like a full body stretch. Shine your palms up. And Tadaka means pool. So think about the pool formed at your belly when you're doing this. All right, reach on up and then just let that go. Let's use this to open up the wrists and shoulders. Inhale, flip it on up. Give a good reach up from the shoulders, and then maybe even kind of round it back down. Do it again. Inhale, on up here. And then as you, as you drop back, let's hold this one. I want to hold the sky. So I'm looking up a little bit, really active in the shoulders and arms. Lift, maybe a little look up. Beautiful. From here, let's do a little bit of chair twist. So arms come on up again. And as you exhale, I want you to twist over to the right as you sit into a chair. And then inhale, sweep it back up. Exhale and sit to the left. And we'll do that a few times. So warming up a lot of stuff. Exhale. Inhale up the center. Exhale to sit and twist. Let's do one more round. Good. Last one up. Down and around. And then just give me one more nice stretch up. And then a full dive on down. Big down, forward fold. Take a moment here to get grounded. In my first fold, I'm always a little bit gorilla-like about it because I like how heavy I feel in my feet and grounded, okay? And a surrendering of the spine, lengthening some more. Use gravity to the best effect. Beautiful. Let's step back and find all fours. Finding all fours for a moment. And then I want to just give the tailbone a little wag. Little wag side to side here. There's no need to look back at it. You can be kind of S-shaped with your neck a little bit. And then let's take the leg back, the right leg back, and give me around where you bring the nose to the knee here. Then kick it back and bring this knee to your outer elbow. Squeeze, squeeze. Good. So keep it up away from the floor. Back and put that back down. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left foot away, lift up. Exhale, nose to knee. Kick it back again, and then bring it out to the side elbow. Kick it back and put it down. Let's do one more round each side. Right leg on out, underneath you, press away. Inhale back, and now outer elbow. Try to keep it up high. As high as you can. No one's measuring. Last time, left side. Come under you. Kick it back. And side one more time. Nice. Now, what I want to do is take and kick that right leg back and use that as momentum to sail it through into a lunge. And do some opening for the back side of the leg, hamstring stretching into a lunge, feel it in the hips, back into this sort of, I would call it the light version of the splits, yeah. Hanumanasana, which maybe we're doing later. So I'm gonna open this up, okay. Good. Let's take this back to tabletop. And I want to practice something called shoulder push-ups. So, standard push-up is to bend the elbows, but I want you to keep the elbows intact and instead let the chest kind of fall, and you're going to feel stretch through the shoulders and then press. So you're actually just working the shoulders to press away, down and away, and resist the temptation to bend the elbows. You see my elbows are not moving. So it's just a warming for the shoulders only. Good, nice. Okay, let's take the left leg back and then lunge that one through. Same thing, open things up, lunging, and sort of the hurdler here, right? Forward and back. If you need to use a support under your hands, you certainly could. Okay. I'm gonna do one more here. And then let's come back to tabletop and give me a few rounds of the thread the needle. Look up at your right elbow and then thread through. Inhale, watch it, and then exhale, watch your hand go over to the side. Okay, beautiful. Maybe one more. We're just gonna flow this one today. And then put it back to tabletop. Square it up and do the other side. Left side here. Exhale through. Good. We did about 4 on the other side, so do about 4 here. Don't forget to breathe. I'm not saying inhale and exhale every time, but I need you to do that. Inhale up, exhale through. Good, and then we'll reset. And then I want to do a few kind of lower series here to help warm us up for our sun salutation. Come forward. Touch as you exhale, chin and chest. All right, come to the floor. Nice cobra here. Have a moment maybe in cobra. Swim. Figure 8. Do the other direction. All right. And then inhale, lift again, and come on back. Touch your third eye. Come forward into plank. Exhale, chin and chest. Little cobra, draw the shoulders back. Come on back, use your abdomen. Come forward again. Knees, chin and chest. Through for cobra. Draw the navel back when you press back, draw it back. And then pause here for a moment. Maybe a little bounce for the legs, for the underarms here. Okay. Getting further warmed up. And we are going to take a down dog next. So in down dog, press into the hands fully. Pretend I'm there, laying my hand on yours. Pressing it fully, okay? And then, if you want to practice kind of sending that right foot up a little bit, there, and maybe give me one round of planking forward with that. Kick it up, and then put it back down, okay? Firm hands, pretend I'm pressing. Left hand comes up, left foot comes up. Good, just kind of get secure there. And then give me one plank on out here. Push it back up, nice, and put it back down. Nice. Maybe one nice little bounce. We're here in down dog for the first time, so pressing to lift the hips, exhaling, looking through the legs, heels softening, heavier. Maybe in time the thighs press back, but don't obsess about it. All right. From here, let's look to the top of the mat. Exhale, walk or float up. And let's stand up the whole way. All right, exhale, Tadasana. Let's do our standard sun salutation, I should say, standard for me lately. Come on up and start with a back bend like so. So use your arms to fall back a little bit. Keep nice and centered in your feet. Feel everything work. Exhale, come way far forward. Hands at the shins, give me a halfway lift. People get really complacent in this. It's not this, we're not just kind of going through the motions of lifting a little bit. I need you to extend your back out in front of you and look a little bit ahead. Draw your belly button up. Okay, inhale again. Exhale, forward fold. Let's go ahead and take the right knee back. And on this one, again, it's about a big open in the hips and it's about a little bit of a bend. So I want you looking ahead and then come back to down dog. Beautiful. From here, come forward to plank. You can be from the knees again. Then exhale, touch knees, chin and chest, maybe together. Inhale, come through cobra or up dog if you're wanting it. Exhale, come to down dog. Pause here for a moment. Inhale, press up, firm hands. Exhale, heavy heels. So I'm giving you options here. Please, please, please learn, what they are, pay attention, and choose them if you need something gentler. Okay, we're gonna lunge the right foot forward again. Put the knee down and then look through. So every time you're doing this, let's do it with the knee down and looking through. Now to get back to the top, I like to do a little bit of a spring. Come back, spring on up, halfway lift again. Don't phone it in. Exhale, forward fold. Let's stand up. Nice, into the back bend, people. And then bring your hands down through heart center to the bottom of the ribs. Good. Again. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Halfway lift as we inhale. Forward fold, deeper, longer. Right foot steps back. Inhale, look through, knee down. Exhale to down dog. Forward to plank. Inhale. Touching knees, chin and chest. Come down. Slide through. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Pause. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, right leg forward. Knee down. Inhale, look through. Exhale, spring a little forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Stand up into back bend. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. That's just 2 rounds. That sequence right there can be done and was invented to be done on its own. Anytime you just need a lift, all you do is a few rounds of that and you've got the whole system working. All right, nice. Doesn't have to be this whole huge deal every time. We're gonna do a few standing poses. I'm gonna start in crescent lunge. So step your left foot back, leave your right foot forward. And I'm gonna add on to this today too. So get this secure, strong in both legs, equal in both legs. Let's bring hands to heart center. Now, if you want to add the prayer twist to this today, and that can be as big as you want it, prayer twist, come forward, twist over that leg, and set that left elbow down across the right thigh. Press the hands together and go into the twist. Now, you could also do this with your knee down. You could also do this with a block helping you out, full twist or not. There's so many levels to these classes. That's why I encourage you to hit the favorite button and return to them, because chances are there's something you can work on to progress in your flexibility or strength or both, okay? Let's go ahead and bring that down to frame the front foot. Land your back heel, make it good and grounded. Reach back, come up. All right, give that leg a little bit of a break. Maybe the shoulders a break too. I'd like to do a flow for warrior 1 today. So it looks like this. Inhale, bring your arms up, upward salute. Now exhale, bend into it. Draw your thumbs to your heart. Now inhale, hold that and lift your heart into your thumbs. And then exhale, forward. Good. Let's straighten the leg if you want. Salute. Rebend. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, heart to hands. Exhale. Good. So you can keep the leg bent or straight. I'm going to do it one more time. Inhale here. Exhale. Depends what you need. Inhale, heart to hands. And then I want to hold here in this forward, sometimes called lightning warrior, kind of a version of our humble warrior, a little bit higher up. Hold yourself in space. More work is going to be on through there. Less work is going to be to assist. Okay? Woof. Let's go ahead and come on out to the side. And let that go one more time. I'm going to do just a little goddess flow. Turn your toes out a little bit. Exhale, sink. Nice. Inhale. Big star. Exhale, sink. Nice. One more time. And then we're going to sink into goddess. Okay. Now, if you want, you could also practice, like one heel lift or the other or both. See how that goes. Front to back. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead, come on up. Release again. I need us to turn to pyramid, so that means our hips got to go straight to the side. So I made a big move with my legs, like so, big move, okay? Let's place our right hand at the back of our low back, inhale on up, and exhale with solid footing. Come out and over this a few times. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, down. Okay. Out and up. Strong back. Now hold your pyramid. Come down to A level here, B level here, or here. C level, drop. I should say the C is often combined traditionally with the reverse prayer, like so as well, if you're dying to do it. I get people in class that I know like certain versions, and that is great if they want to do that. This reverse prayer can be really tough on the wrists if we're not ready for it, though. So if you're feeling pinching, if you're trying anything and you're feeling pinching, verge of pain, you don't do it, you ease out. Press equally into both feet. Okay? Swivel the hips, find a new place to stretch. Okay, I want to take this into half moon today. So the first thing, your first option, your A option for half moon is to just do 3-point stance, hands on a block, and lift that back leg, okay? Your option for half moon is to place the block in front of the front foot, all right? Press down to lift up. Foot goes first, open hips. That'll lead the shoulder to open and everything else, all right? And success in this pose comes from your pushing away. It's very easy to just be pushing, weighted in the foot, weighted in the hand, but success in this is about resisting, about lifting. Be the moon in the sky. Whoop. And then let's go ahead, bring this down. Take a moment, maybe in a halfway lift. Make sure that you've got a transitional time here. Take an inhale, and then give me a deep fold. Any deep fold. Hold elbows, ankles, calves, or gorilla. Go deeper. Play with the weight in your feet. Center it out. Make sure your hips are over your feet. We have this tendency to sway back. More stretch if you're centered. On your exhale, draw your belly button in and up. And then you don't keep it there. I had someone ask once, like, "Ooh, it's hard to keep my belly back while I'm breathing." I was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean you were supposed to keep it there the whole time." It's just as you exhale, maybe sometimes draw it back. And then as you inhale, let it return to softness. Head is heavy. Okay. Be careful coming up and out of that. We were upside down. Stand on up. Find your Tadasana. Okay. Take a moment, just in case, anytime you need to take a moment, you take a moment. And then we're going to practice the other side. So just for better visuals, I'm going to start here, leaving the left foot forward, lunging, the right foot back, big lunge. All right. Get steady in that first. So I'm gonna have my block handy as well. Get steady in that. We're gonna add the twist. Let me walk you through ABC. A, down here, it's a lunge and a twist. B, you're gonna be up a little bit higher, maybe twisting more. And C was the prayer version. Elbow reaches across thigh. Press the hands together. Here's where you really gotta be stable in the legs. Maybe opening on up. Okay, maybe open up. If you're in the prayer position, hands pressed to open shoulders. All right. Okay, not my morning. Let's go ahead and bring that down. And put your heel down. Secure, let's reach back and come on up. Drop the arms for a sec. And we're going to come into our warrior one. Flow, inhale, hands up. Exhale, bend, thumbs to heart. Inhale, lift heart to hands. Exhale, forward. So you can straighten or keep it bent. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold in a humble lightning, press into both feet, navel back. And let's swivel that back around and let it go. This time with wide feet, let's just practice a nice wide forward fold instead. Go as wide as you want. You know, I think we just kind of get a place and we're happy with it. But why not have this help and be a little bit wider? Inhale, maybe bend the knees. Exhale, come forward. This is any version you want. Now, some people, the wider your feet get, you might even get down to your elbows, your forearms. Otherwise, you can keep walking your hands back. You don't want your feet to slip. And then there are people too who might use this into, you know, being a bridge towards our inversion, stuff like that. If you put more weight into your arms here, oh, crazy stuff like that. That's not normally how I do my headstands, but it's a good kind of way to get used to the feeling of being upside down, which is a big part of getting into something like that. Letting go, letting go. If the feet feel slippery, you could try also putting heels wider than toes. Okay, let's come on up, maybe heel toe in, knees bent, rise, and the other pyramid. So move, move, move. Everything square to the end of the mat. Let's have the left hand to the low back, right hand up, back heel is down. Come forward. Good, inhale out and up. Exhale. Woo, you kind of feel where your balance is required. Okay, let's look at it. A, B, C. All right. There's no better, there's no worse. There's where your body is today. Try playing with pressing into the feet and moving the hips. Can you find that place, that extra stretch in the hips? Feels nice. Beautiful. From here, just give me an inhale and find a child's pose. Come down, knees wide, toes together. Surrender your arms fully, surrender your head fully, even if you support it, even if you put it on something. Arms and heads down. Take a moment and absorb your work, yeah? It's okay. Hydrate. Feel the coolness of your floor if possible. Okay, let's come on up. And let's just practice a little bit of hand strengthening. Don't have to do too much. The simplest version of this is just to kind of press and get used to strengthening like so. Press your knees up like so, and it's gonna help strengthen shoulders and wrists. Or you can do it from a low squat. Squeeze your arms and just practice that little bit. Maybe a little bit more. So I'm not doing full crow today. You see my toes are down. Practice it if you want, but I like to get those hands a little bit stronger. Press into all parts of it. All right, a few times. Bring your belly in and up. Nice. Okay. Put that down. I'd like to spend a few moments in being upside down today. Our simplest thing. It's called Viparita Karani, which means the reverser. Just gonna put your hips up. Put your hips up on a blanket or a block. There's a sweet spot though. A sweet spot where it doesn't dig into your spine, and the legs can more or less float, okay? You don't wanna feel like you are spending a lot of energy to keep the legs up. And then have the arms open. Exposing your underarms is a cooling thing, yeah, and we were just doing some very heated stuff. And be content here for a few breaths. My teacher, I've had many teachers, wonderful beings. Judith Lassiter, check her out, pointed out that what is elevated is activated. So we spend all day activated in heart, lungs, and head, brain, right? But we kind of get used to that. We don't realize that that's what's going on. So when we do this, we're sending a little bit more activation in a different way to our lower body. So maybe you can feel that, how your circulation is doing a little bit more work to get up there, more activated, while this has the opportunity to actually be soothed. This place we're always in is soothed. What's lowered is calmed, okay? That is why, it's one of the reasons why we prescribe being upside down. And you could do this for longer periods of time at the wall, legs up the wall, yeah? I also recommend having the hip lifted if you do that at the wall. It's kind of a nice thing to do for a Shavasana. Okay. Let's go ahead and put those feet down, lift the hips, take it away. And spend a moment there, just kind of getting equalized. We're gonna come onto our fronts though, so mentally preparing for that. Maybe giving a cross-legged hug, big hug, chin to chest, round the back. Transfer your weight, momentum, transfer your weight forward. All right, that's why we cross the legs. And come on down. I'm gonna come this way. Come on down. I want to do elbow plank. So, elbows are right under your shoulders. And if you're on your knees, which is fine, that's gonna be our easier route. But you may not realize if you're in a plank or not. You'll know you're in a plank if you feel like your front and back are working equally. So if I'm up here, I can kind of tell that my abs aren't doing as much, my back's doing more. I reach this point where I'm like, okay, they're both working. I can feel it. And you can be from the feet too. That's, ooh, FYI, this is the hardest plank. Elbows and feet. Whew. Nice, nice. If you get really burnt out here, you can always put those down. You could always go to feet. Actually, the version from the hands and feet is easier. Whew. Put the hips down. Relax the legs. Take your elbows, move them straight forward a little bit. And let's just relax in a sphinx for a moment. In sphinx, you really just root your arms, okay? Feel like the arms are stuck. Take an inhale, draw your heart softly forward. And as you exhale, let your body be like the canvas of a tent, draping over those poles. Okay. I love this pose. It puts us into a back bend that requires no work. Beautiful after a day of sitting. And I'm staying in poses long enough for them to do some good. Okay, let's inhale, start thinking about coming out of that. Try this today. So you know our cat-cow, like so. What would that feel like if you did that from the elbows? So inhale through, exhale, belly up. Inhale through, exhale, belly up. Nice. Come on up. We're gonna be lunging a little bit. So if you need to, you could throw extra padding under your right knee, under your left knee, and send your right foot forward. I want to start in this very 90 degree look, and put your right hand at your hip and let your left come on up. So I want you to lift on up and then exhale, turn away, and it's like you're in a cube and you're touching the top back corner of the cube. All right, then inhale, come forward. Now come forward and touch the bottom left corner of the cube. Come on up. All right, exhale, open, twist. Inhale on up. Good. Do one more. So you're using a lot of muscles here to stabilize. Come on up. Over. Okay, now just stay up. Other hand goes down, and then change sides. Press your fingertips away, and then lean to the left. Ooh, this is to try to feel. You could do like this too. I'm trying to feel an openness on the right hip. Good. All right, let's bring that back on up. Now I'd like to do any amount of kind of splits that you're ready for. So that might just be a big lunge, okay? It might be, you might hold it back in the hamstring stretch place. But if you get the heel more forward, again, I can pad my knee here, it can be as split-like as you like, even going full. A little bounce, perhaps. Find the place, it's gonna take you a few breaths to just adjust, always. So just kind of know that, approach that wisely, knowing it's gonna take you time. And then sure enough, you should notice that after those few, things start to settle, okay? That is lessons for life, right? A temporary disturbance, annoyance, most times is just that. Remove your emotions. Let it settle. And again, I'm not a big fan of just, going into these poses. Okay, next. What benefit did you get if you didn't hold it? Okay. A little. Not a good benefit. Now, if you're in a deeper stretch, press into the hands perhaps. Come back to all fours, and we're gonna be changing sides. So if you wanna pad the other knee, I just go ahead and pad it always because it's nice. We spend a good couple minutes there at least. Starting at the 90-90, bring the right hand up, anchored at the left, and then open, touch the back, Oh, I might have gotten the sides or touch of the back corner. Inhale up here. Exhale, touch the opposite lower corner. Okay. Inhale up. I was saying the wrong rights and lefts last time. Inhale, did you figure that out? Inhale up. Exhale. One more, control. Inhale up, exhale. Stay up. Stay up, now drop. Change. Press fingertips away. And then lean to the right. All right, come on up. And again, any stretch that works for you in the hamstrings. So if you want more hamstrings, lunge isn't the place. It's gonna be more back here. Notice the difference. If you flatten your foot versus these back, brings all of these into more engagement. You choose. Spend those first breaths adjusting. Last breath, deep inhale, deeper exhale. Okay, we're gonna go to sit. Come around and sit. Anytime I come to seated, I like to just start with a good check-in with my alertness, my good posture in a nice staff pose, all legs active, all bandhas active, okay? We're not just waiting for what's next. This is next. We're doing it. Okay. Nice. Leave the right leg long. I want to just do a little bit of open twist for a moment. So send that left arm open, right leg long. And just open, sit tall, lean your heart back, turn. For a moment, bring that right arm around, and then exhale, move your hips a little bit, and do the reverse. Do the reverse here, inhale, be tall though. Try to remember that every twist is what we call an extension. Every single twist has a long spine, always, always. Okay, and then come front. If you feel really tight, sit up on a blanket. Arms up. Fold. Janushirshasana, head toward knee. Maybe you just are here or you use a strap. Don't worry about it. Don't crank on it. Surrender your heart. Draw the navel back. Surrender the breath to more depth. Good. Let's come out of that and we're gonna change to do the other side. Start in a nice staff pose. That just affirms for me that I'm starting with a tall spine. And we're gonna bend the left leg long, right arm back, and then give me a lift to the heart. Exhale, turn for a few breaths. Open twist. Inhale, come back around, and give me a couple of breaths the other way. If you need to move your hips, move your hips. Okay, don't crank. Exhale. focus, if you're gonna add a little bit of torsion, have it be at the upper body, more in the shoulders and throat area. Okay, and we'll do the Janushirshasana. Square the hips, sit up if you need. Inhale, out. The version that's right for you. So even in this quiet place, when I have stopped talking about inhale and exhale, you're still doing it. You're still noticing that smooth inhale and matching the time and depth on your exhale. Okay? The wise yogi knows to do so. Take your last exhale there, maybe giving a little squeeze, and come on up. I would like to practice just a gentle fish. So in fish, you have to elevate your shoulders. One nice way to do it depends on your body, and press pause, whatever, to figure it out for you. If I roll up kind of like this, the deal is I want to be able to lay back. Here's the rule for fish. The head has to touch the floor. The floor, all right? So that long, I'm taller, so that long might not be working for you. You could also use a block, all right? I'll show that. But again, this might be too tall for some people's body frame. And there's a sweet spot. And what was the rule? My head had to touch. So if I did this and my head didn't touch, I would have to help it out like this, okay? Maybe that would allow it to touch. And then the arms go open. So it's a supremely open heart, open shoulder pose. So experiment, please. The heart is elevated and the back top of the head touches no matter what. Because we want it to relax. We don't want your head hanging out in space. That's no good. Again, the block might feel, if you feel like the block is a little high, and it might be, try a blanket instead. Start with something simple, low. Even just a little bit of heart opening is beautiful. We do restorative versions of this too, where we just make ourselves really, really comfortable on blankets, do a similar thing. Very curative for a life spent sitting. Move inward. So please come out of this gently. Draw your chin to your chest, use a little strength, and then maybe you like to tip off to one side carefully, okay? And then remove whatever was under you and come into a moment of constructive rest perhaps, feet wide, knees together. If you're feeling warm, move the arms away from the body, palms up. Now, surrender everything. One stage at a time, let all of the tension and weight in the body dissolve. Let any activity in the breath become more easeful. Let activity in the mind trickle away, move away from you. Nice. Let's go ahead, take your right arm overhead when you're ready. Start to wake up and turn onto your side, all right? Press to sit up. And we'll close together. Just place the hands at Anjali Mudra in the center. Bow the chin. Whatever your experience was, please let it go. Thank you so much for practicing. Favorite this class to return to some of those challenges. And if you're streaming with us online, just know that the virtual Y is just $9.99 a month. Big library, all kinds of classes. Be well and see you next time.
I'm Sarah, and this is cardio dance. Are you guys ready to work out? Let's do it. Last 10 seconds. I'm right here with you. Let's do it.
Welcome to the Y. My name is Erin. I'm Jennifer.
My name is Linda.
My name is Tommy, and today we're going to do a quick step routine.
We feeling like we can conquer the world today?
I wish you all could smell it. It smells so good.
Time. We get stronger in my world. We're going to do it again.
We'll see you again. Keep working hard.